Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for coming to today's presentation on EdPlan Connect in Virginia's IEP. We're very fortunate today to have Dr. Lisa Calero, the ACPS Data and Compliance Specialist, to explain this new tool for everyone. If you need interpretation, please click the globe at the bottom of your screen. And after each interpreter has explained what needs to happen, then there will be a brief pause. Thank you. Amharic interpreter, could you get started, please?
ሰላም እንደምን ዋላችሁ። ወደዚህ ፕሮግራም እንኳን ደህና መጣችሁ። ዛሬ ስለ VaIEP እና EdPlan ኮኔክት የምናወራችሁ ፕሮግራም ነው። አማርኛ ትርጉም የምትፈልጉ ከሆነ የአማርኛ ትርጉም የዓለም ምልክቷን ወይም ክብ ምልክት ያለበትን ነክታችሁ የአማርኛ ምርጫ ስታደርጉ ወደ አማርኛ ትርጉም ይወስዳችኋል።
Arabic, please.
صباح الخير جميعا وشكرا على حضوركم اليوم لهالمحاضرة. نحن كتير اليوم محظوظين انه معنا الدكتورة ليسا كاليرو يلي هي من مدرسة مسؤولة عن مدارس ألكسندريا للتعليم الخاص. هي اليوم راح تحكي لنا عن كتير اشياء، ومن بعد المترجمة ما يعني هلأ أنا أحكي وكل المترجمين يحكوا ويعرفوا عن نفسهم. راح يكون في يعني وقفة قصيرة، وإذا أنتوا بعازة لترجمة بالعربي رجاء تضغطوا على الدائرة يلي هي تبع العالم لحتى تسمعوا للترجمة بالعربي. شكرا. Thank you.
And Dari, please.
با سلام خدمت همه دوستا به جلسه امشب امروز خوش آمدین. دوستایی که به جلسه امروز آمدین، یک مقدمه از طرف دکتر لیسا کالرو خواهیم داشت و اینا مسئول همین پروگرام‌های تعلیمات خاص مکاتب الکساندری هستند. دوستایی که میخوان به ارتباط پروگرام امروز معلومات داشته باشن و کسایی که ضرورت به ترجمه دارن میتونن در قسمت پایین کامپیوترشان در قسمتی که گزینه مربوط به لسان دری است به او مراجعه کنند و از پروگرام امروز به صورت دری ترجمه دری استفاده کنند. با تشکر. Thank you.
Thank you. And there will be just a brief pause. Okay. Okay. So Dr. Calero, I believe we can get started now.
Great. Thank you for having me today. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Lisa Calero, and I am the Data and Compliance Specialist for the Office of Specialized Instruction. And today we're going to go over VaIEP's EdPlan Connect. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go through a presentation where to show you a PowerPoint where it has the different screenshots and what you can access as parents and guardians. And then I can also do a live walkthrough VaIEP EdPlan Connect. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go over what VaIEP is as well as EdPlan Connect, how to access the portal, the different sections of the portal. I'll provide general instructions, then specific instructions to access IEP documents, and then specific instructions for eligibility documents. So what are VaIEP and EdPlan? VaIEP is our case management system that is hosted by a public consulting group, or PCG. It is the tool that your child's teachers and case managers use to create their individual education plans. What is EdPlan Connect? It's an online portal that's connected to VaIEP, and it allows parents and guardians to access their child's IEP documents, both remotely and securely. It also allows parents and guardians the ability to view, sign, and or mark consent decisions to documents related to the special education process. So accessing the portal. How can you access it? There's a couple different ways that you can utilize how to access EdPlan Connect. You can keep the email you received from the system with a hyperlink. You can save the hyperlink from the email on your computer, so you can save it as a favorite. You can also contact your student's case manager to request the system to send you another email with another hyperlink. Or you can wait until there's another action to complete, and then it will automatically send the email. I know one question we've gotten already is, when will you have access? Once the IEP is finalized, that night, usually about midnight-ish, the system will send it. So it's not waiting for any other signatures. Once that document is finalized for the IEP as well as the eligibility, it will send that evening. For other documents, it does require the case manager or administrator to send that to you. This is what it looks like. So this is our EdPlan Connect Alexandria City Public School site. You can see that how you would like to receive an access code. So once you get that link, you'll click on that link and it will bring you to this page. So this is the email that you get. It says, "Dear Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so," and they want to let you know that there's a document that has become available on VaIEP. And there's a blue hyperlink. It won't translate, but it'll say Virginia IEP Connect, and you're going to click on that link. For those of you who speak other languages that we have in VaIEP, such as Spanish, Amharic, Arabic, the case managers can click something that will send you these emails in that language of choice. So once you see that screen, once you've gotten your email, you've clicked on that link, this is what will come up. And you're going to click on how you want to receive your access code. You can receive it via text message, voice call, or email. For example, most people do the text message. I know that's what I do when I get in VaIEP. It comes right to your phone. Then you're going to select the number that you want to receive. So if you have multiple numbers in the system, it will give you those options, or an email. Then you're going to request that access code by clicking on it. Then it'll come to your phone or your email. And you're going to input that code, usually 6 digits, 6 numbers, enter access code. Then you're going to click that green login button. So that's how you access it. Now for the different sections of the portal. The first thing that you're always going to come to is your to-do list. This is where you can review, sign, and indicate consent decisions to your child's IEP and eligibility documents. So add your to-do list. You can actually click the hyperlink that will allow you to review the document. If you have noted that you need the document in another language, as you can see with this one, it has IEP, then IEP translated to Spanish. You would see that in your language as well. So you would click the one that you want to view in your language. And then to sign, you would click the pencil here on the right. Oops, wrong button. All right. Our next section is completed actions. So anything that you've done in VaIEP EdConnect will show up here. So once you sign a document, whether it was signed that you attended or signing consent, it'll be posted in this place. The next one is our service plan information. This is where you'll see the dates for your child's IEP and dates of eligibility. It'll also show your child's eligibility category, as well as the most recent services that are on the most recent consented to IEP. So you'll have all that information at your fingertips. The next to last is documents. Any documents that have been finalized within VaIEP will show up here. So you'll get to see all your record reviews, meeting notices, eligibility summaries, calculator accommodations, credit accommodations, and so forth. All of them will be provided once they are finalized in VaIEP. Last but not least, you also have your case manager's contact information. You'll have the name of your case manager, what their title is, and at least their email. And so once the case manager is attached to your student's file in VaIEP, you will have that information. General instructions. So in order to review, sign, and indicate consent, decisions to any documents, you're going to start with your to-do list. And that's going to be the one that, that's the first page that's going to come up every time. So you have your to-do list. So step one, you're going to go to your to-do list. Step two, you're going to click on the document that you would like to review. And then you're going to click on that pencil icon and indicate your consent decision. To sign documents, you can use a mouse, you can use the trackpad on a laptop, or you can use the touchscreen on your tablet or smartphone. Either way, it will allow you to sign. So IEP-specific instructions. Again, to access the document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, view, sign, and indicate consent decisions. So for the first part, you're going to type your initials to indicate that you have read the prior written notice, as we call the PWN, and the documents. So that's saying that you have seen them, you've read them, and understand them. For number two, not all parents are going to have to do this. This is going to be for parents whose students have been notified that they are turning 18 and that their rights turn over to them. Typically, this is discussed between 9th and 12th grade. That's when you would type the date that you were notified and then sign. And the age of majority are just for those students who are in 9th through 12th grade and will be turning 18. And if you do make a mistake with your signature, you can always hit clear and sign again. To indicate consent for an IEP, you're going to click where number 4 is, either consented if you agree with the proposal or non-consented if you don't agree with the proposal. Then you're going to sign your name on the signature line. And last but not least, you're going to apply parent response at number 6. VaIEP participation criteria. VaIEP is the alternate to the SOLs for students who meet the criteria due to a significant cognitive impairment. Your child's case manager would review the form with you if it's applicable. When applicable, you're going to access the document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, review, sign, and indicate consent decisions. So just like the IEP, you're going to indicate that you have read the document, you're going to sign the document, and then you're going to click the green button labeled Sign Document. For credit accommodations. Credit accommodations are an option for students who participate in the SOLs to receive verified credits, even when they do not pass a particular SOL exam. And again, your child's case manager will review the form with you if it's applicable. And then when applicable, access the document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, review, sign, and indicate consent decisions. Credit accommodations. This time, you'll actually put the date that you read the credit accommodations at number 1. You'll sign the document, and then, as always, you'll click the green Sign Document. For calculator accommodations are required by some students in order to show their knowledge on SOL math assessments. Your child's case manager, again, will review the form with you if it's applicable. And then when it's applicable, you're going to access the document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, review, sign, and indicate consent. Just like with the others, you're going to indicate in some manner. In this case, you're going to click the box to indicate that you have read the document. You're going to sign the document and then click the green button labeled Sign Document. And those were all for the IEP, as well as specific information for IEP documents, such as VaIEP participation, credit accommodations, and calculator worksheets. Next, we're going to go over the eligibility specific instructions. For the parental consent review, which is the record review for reevaluation, the parental consent review document lists each evaluation that will be completed in order to determine if your child continues to be eligible for special education. These are instances when reevaluation is completed without new evaluations being completed, but you are also a part of this decision-making process. So if we do ask for an evaluation, we would need your consent to do so with your signature, and you can do this by accessing the document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, review, sign, and indicate consent decisions. So you're going to click to indicate that you understand your right to withhold consent from ACPS to evaluate your child. Then you're going to indicate your consent decision. You can click I give consent for the evaluation if you agree with your child being evaluated. You're going to click I do not give consent for the evaluations if you do not agree with your child being evaluated. Again, you're going to sign the document at the bottom and click the green button labeled Signed Document. The eligibility proposal. Eligibility meetings are held to determine if a student meets or continues to meet the criteria as a student with a disability. You're going to access that document in your to-do list by following the general instructions to access, review, sign, and indicate consent decisions. You're going to indicate your consent decision, such as consented or non-consented if you do not agree with the proposal. You're going to sign your name on the signature line and then click Apply Parent Response. So now I have time for questions, but before we go into questions, I'm going to show the live. So this is your EdPlan Connect portal. I'm going to receive a text message to my phone number. Hopefully it does it quickly. Usually it does it quicker. You give me just a moment, still hasn't come through. Ah, there it is. 5. So this is just like our screenshots. These are the different to-do lists. So there's an IEP waiting. In order to review it, you click on the link and it comes up in a PDF, just like we would send you via email. And then to click on or to consent to it, you would click on the pencil. This is where it gives you the initials to indicate that you've read the PWN and the document, the age of majority and signature. And this is where you would apply the parent response for the proposed, either consented or non-consented. You can also type notes. So if you non-consent and there's a reason why you're non-consenting, you can type in the notes and then you can sign via either the trackpad, a mouse, or using a smart device. Completed actions. This is one. The credit accommodations were signed for this student, and this is just a fake student, Serena Secondary. Service plan information, and you can navigate through these different tabs. The other thing for those of you who do speak and read other languages, it will translate, I'm sorry, the tabs of the document. So you'll see my info, to-do list, completed action in your language, and it will do the buttons as well. So going back to my to-do list, it will have the green buttons in your language. And then the case manager information as well. And then you'll have all the documents that have been completed throughout VaIEP in the system once it's finalized. So you'll have access to meeting notices, you'll have access to progress reports, and those types of things. All right. That was shorter than I thought.
Still a lot of great information. Let's see. So I'm just checking to see if we have any questions. Mercy. My thing for question and answers has disappeared. So we do not have any questions in the question and answer box. However, if parents do have questions, may they reach out to you directly?
Absolutely.
Okay, terrific. Well, thank you so much for this presentation. I think that this is very helpful in helping parents learn what they need to be doing. So we appreciate you being here today, and thank you to all of the interpreters. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.